In this video, we're going to explore my absolute best way to stop tartar. If you have bad teeth, or you have a family member or loved one with bad teeth, then you know how serious a problem tartar can be. Because as I've said, once you have tartar, it's very difficult to get rid of it. So we want to prevent it. The best ways to do it are revealed in this video. We'll cover 11 things that you can start doing today to help prevent the buildup of tartar in your mouth. So if you're ready for this, let's dive right into it. Tartar is formed when plaque, which is a biofilm of bacteria, basically mineralizes. Okay? It hardens. You can see this over here. This is a diagram of what tartar looks like, or dental calculus. Calculus comes from the Latin word for stones of the teeth. This is exactly what it is. So what we're trying to prevent is the hardening of this plaque. Now, plaque forms within hours after eating. It's a sticky coating of bacteria, food particles, and saliva proteins. Bacteria grows and reproduces, then adheres to a surface. They form these colonies, and they protect themselves by creating this biofilm, this protective slime around them. And this biofilm is made out of saccharides, a protein, and lipids. And so it protects them, so that the immune system can't attack them. The saliva proteins and food particles bind to the teeth. This is where it starts to form plaque. Plaque is a soft mass of bacteria that you can actually feel on your teeth. It feels a little bit fuzzy and you can brush it away easily because at this stage you haven't had the mineralization yet. But the bacteria is defended by the biofilm and it starts to make reproduction and growth of bacteria much easier. The minerals in the saliva, specifically calcium and phosphorus, they harden the biofilm into a tartar, into a dental calculus. And once it becomes hardened, it's very difficult to remove by just brushing. You need special tools to scrape it off. And this is why it's so important to break down the biofilm before it mineralizes. As I said, the normal pH of the mouth should be slightly alkaline between 7.2 and 7.4. But when you eat sugar and carbs, it lowers the pH of the mouth. So it produces an acid, and this acid weakens the enamel and creates a perfect environment for the tartar to form. The first line of defense against tartar is saliva. So anytime we do anything to increase saliva production, it's gone. Help keep our mouth in a more alkaline state and help reduce the risk of tartar. But when we're dehydrated, there is less saliva, and this creates a dry mouth, and the mouth becomes more acidic and allows tartar to build up much faster. So number 1, drink plenty of water during the day. The amount of water you want to drink is half your body weight in ounces. So if you weigh 150 pounds, you're going to take that many ounces of water. You're going to drink that amount of water every single day, even more if you're exercising or it's hot outside. Number 2, brush your teeth regularly. This helps mechanically remove plaque. However, research shows that it's not enough. So what we need to do is some smarter prevention. We need to break down this biofilm before it hardens into tartar. Number 3, NaC, N-acetylcysteine. This is a powerful natural remedy to break down the bacterial biofilm. The biofilm that I was talking about is a calcium matrix that surrounds the bacteria and protects them from being killed off. So this enzyme comes in and it thins out the biofilm. It weakens the biofilm so that now the bacteria is exposed and can be eliminated. It's available as a lozenge or a rinse. I prefer the lozenges because they stay in contact with the teeth longer than a rinse. You'd want to suck on a lozenge for about 10 minutes, and you'd want to take about 2 a day, maybe 1 in the morning and 1 in the evening, especially after eating carbohydrates, or you could use it after dinner. Just keep it in contact with the teeth as long as possible, or alternatively, you could use the rinse. You would take about 20 drops in a glass of water, and you would swish it around your mouth for about 30 seconds. Spit that out, and then repeat it again about 2 times a day. Again, especially if you've had carbohydrates during the day. Another natural remedy to break down the plaque and tartar is xylitol. Xylitol is a sugar alcohol that doesn't have the calories of sugar, but it has a similar taste of sweetness that is a lot better than other sugar alcohols that have that funny aftertaste. Xylitol prevents the bacteria from sticking to the teeth, stimulates saliva production, and makes the mouth slicker. So it's another great natural remedy that you can use to help dissolve plaque and tartar. You would want to use this 3 times a day if possible. You could chew on xylitol gum, or you could use xylitol mints, or you could use a xylitol rinse. Another good tip would be to buy a good electric toothbrush. An electric toothbrush does a much better job at removing plaque than a manual toothbrush. Number 6. Baking soda. Baking soda can neutralize acids in the mouth, and it helps clean teeth gently. It's slightly abrasive, and it helps remove the softer forms of plaque and tartar. However, you do not want to do this more than 2 to 3 times per week, because it can wear down the teeth if you do it every day. You would want to use a baking soda rinse or a baking soda brush. There's lots of recipes online to make your own baking soda rinse. Number 7. Hydrogen peroxide. This is great at oxygenating the mouth. It'll kill off the anaerobic bacteria. Anaerobic means without oxygen, so this is going to allow more aerobic bacteria to grow, which is friendly bacteria. Again, you'd want to dilute it before you use it as a rinse. Maybe mix about 1/4 cup of hydrogen peroxide and 3/4 cup of water. You'd want to swish this around for about 30 seconds and then spit it out. And you can do this again 2 to 3 times a week. But any more than that, and it can start to create irritation in the mouth. Number 8. Essential oils. Certain essential oils have strong antibacterial properties. Oils like neem, clove, tea tree, oregano, cinnamon, they all have been found to inhibit bacteria and viruses. But you have to be careful when you put these oils on the teeth because they reek so strong. So I recommend mixing 1 to 2 drops in a teaspoon of coconut oil, and then you can brush with that. Now the coconut oil itself has some antibacterial properties, and it will soothe the gums and reduce inflammation in the mouth. Number 9. Brush before breakfast. A lot of people ask, when is the best time to brush your teeth? And I think brushing before breakfast is one of the best times, because at night, you are gone, have plaque buildup, and bacteria that grows throughout the night while you are sleeping. And so brushing before you eat breakfast gets rid of that plaque so that you do not ingest any of that bacteria along with your food. And I always recommend flossing before you brush because it's going to loosen up that plaque so that the brushing is more effective. Number 10. Floss regularly. This is going to help loosen the plaque between the teeth and under the gum line so that it can be removed with the brushing. And number 11. Consider your diet. Are you eating too many sugars and carbs? Because this is fueling the bacteria and allowing them to reproduce rapidly and form more plaque. If you have any questions on the best way to stop tartar, comment down below. I'll try to answer as best as I can. This is the doctor. I'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching. Like, comments, and share.